Last time, we revealed the first 15 Amish building tricks, techniques that left modern construction looking flimsy by comparison. But that was only the beginning. In this second part, we're diving even deeper into the old world wisdom that keeps Amish barns, homes, and workshops standing tall for centuries. If you missed part 1, make sure to go back and watch it. The link is in the description. From ingenious timber preservation to natural insulation and storm-proof design, these methods don't just challenge our idea of construction, they redefine it. If you thought the first 15 were impressive, wait until you see the next set of building secrets the modern world has nearly forgotten. Amish chisel craftsmanship precision is where Amish woodworking truly shines, and nowhere is that clearer than in their chisel work. Armed only with chisels and mallets, Amish craftsmen cut dovetail joints with tolerances as tight as 5/1000ths of an inch, accuracy that rivals machine precision. This is not guesswork, but years of practice passed down in workshops where every boy learns how to angle the chisel, how to strike a mallet, and how to let the blade do the cutting rather than brute force. Curved chisel techniques allow them to carve perfect circles or delicate arcs, all without templates or power routers. Even their waste removal is calculated, every chip falling in service of a cleaner, tighter joint. Maintenance of chisels is a ritual, edges honed on stones until they gleam, handles oiled and reinforced for decades of use. This mastery allows Amish carpenters to carve furniture and structural joints with such precision that gaps disappear, leaving connections so flawless they appear seamless. In a world that leans on CNC routers and precision lasers, the Amish remind us that a steady hand and sharpened steel can achieve artistry every bit as exact and far more enduring. Amish heavy lifting techniques. Imagine raising multi-ton ridge beams 30 feet into the air without cranes or forklifts. To most builders, it would seem impossible, yet the Amish do it regularly, using nothing more than physics and teamwork. At barn raisings, crews employ block and tackle systems made from wooden pulleys and ropes, achieving mechanical advantage ratios as high as 8:1. This means a handful of men can lift beams that weigh thousands of pounds, coordinated through rhythm and communication rather than machines. Leverage is key. Fulcrums, angled supports, and ropes are carefully positioned to multiply strength while minimizing risk. Every motion is planned, every man aware of his role, and with practiced timing, beams rise steadily into place. Outsiders watching often marvel at how something so heavy moves so gracefully without a single engine running. But the Amish know that with careful calculation and the right application of mechanical principles, human power is more than enough. These lifting methods prove that what looks impossible becomes possible through cooperation and respect for the timeless laws of physics. Amish double wall construction. While modern builders rely on synthetic vapor barriers and insulation, the Amish employ a more natural approach: double wall construction. This method creates a deliberate air gap between inner and outer wall boards, forming a natural thermal break that insulates against heat loss while allowing moisture to escape. It is a breathing system, one that prevents the buildup of condensation and mold so common in airtight modern houses. Each wall moves independently, accommodating expansion and contraction without stressing the structure. Ventilation is subtle but effective, ensuring the home stays cool in summer and warm in winter without the need for complex systems. It is a design that reflects balance, airtight enough to preserve warmth, but porous enough to remain healthy. Amish carpenters refine board placement so precisely that drafts are minimized while air circulation is maintained. The result is homes that remain comfortable year-round, durable through generations, and free of the hidden rot that plagues many modern constructions. It is a reminder that sometimes walls built to breathe are the strongest of all. Amish ridge beam construction. The ridge beam is the backbone of a roof, and for the Amish, its construction is a matter of both strength and wisdom. Instead of modern truss systems, they cut saddle joints, deep notches carved into beams that distribute weight evenly across multiple contact points. This ensures that roof loads are not concentrated in one spot, but spread across the structure, preventing failure even under heavy snow or fierce winds. The beams themselves are hand-hewn, not machine-milled, which gives them subtle textures that help roofing materials grip more effectively. Angles are calculated based on centuries of observation, tailored to shed snow in northern climates or withstand storms in windy regions. Unlike rigid trusses that can crack under thermal expansion, These saddle joints allow just enough movement to adapt with the seasons without compromising strength. Its design born not from theory, but from lived experience in regions where survival depends on the roof holding firm. For the Amish, every ridge beam is not just a structural element, but a testament to craftsmanship that balances tradition, environment, and resilience. Amish window construction windows are often weak points in buildings, prone to drafts, rattling, and decay. The Amish solve this with designs that work with nature rather than against it. Their hand-fitted wooden sashes are built to expand and contract with seasonal moisture, meaning the seal actually tightens in winter when warmth is most needed. Weight and pulley systems, often dismissed as old-fashioned, are engineered so well that they can last a century or more with minimal maintenance. Single-pane windows, carefully maintained and fitted, perform better than expected because they are installed with precision and supported by frames designed to flex naturally. Instead of forcing rigid components into fixed shapes, Amish window makers respect the natural behavior of wood, using joinery and proportions that adapt with climate shifts. This prevents gaps, reduces wear, and ensures the windows remain operable for decades. A well-built Amish window isn't just a portal to the outside world, it's a finely tuned component of the house itself, designed to endure and adapt alongside the walls that hold it. Amish natural ventilation systems. Where modern barns and storage buildings rely on fans, vents, and powered air circulation, Amish builders create ventilation using nothing but design and physics. Their barns are strategically built with board spacing that allows controlled air movement while preventing drafts. By understanding how hot air rises and cool air sinks, they design structures that generate natural convection, pulling fresh air in while pushing stale air out. Openings are placed in relation to prevailing winds, ensuring airflow remains steady year-round. The effect is more than comfort. It prevents moisture buildup that can spoil hay, rot timber, or sicken livestock. By regulating humidity and temperature without electricity, Amish barns preserve their contents in optimal condition for decades. These natural systems require no maintenance, no energy bills, and no risk of mechanical failure. They work as reliably today as they did 200 years ago, a reminder that understanding the principles of airflow often outperforms technology. To the Amish, good ventilation is not a feature, it is a necessity, designed into the very bones of the structure. Amish door hanging methods. Heavy wooden doors are a staple of Amish barns and homes, but keeping them square and operable through decades of seasonal shifts requires special skill. Amish carpenters rely on a three-point hanging system that distributes the door's weight evenly across multiple points of support. Two forged hinges bear the bulk of the load, while a third point ensures the door won't sag or twist with time. These hinges, custom forged by Amish blacksmiths, are built to endure long-term stress without bending or breaking, far outlasting factory-made hardware. The frames themselves are built with allowances for seasonal movement, enabling doors to swing smoothly even when humidity causes swelling. Each adjustment is subtle, designed for the climate in which the building stands. The result is doors that close with a precision and smoothness that astonishes outsiders. No sticking, no dragging, no warped edges grinding against thresholds. Amish doors embody the principle of balance, heavy, solid, and secure, yet light and graceful in their daily use. Amish natural lighting design. The Amish have mastered the art of harnessing daylight so effectively that many homes need little or no artificial lighting during the day. This begins with strategic window placement, calculated to capture seasonal sun angles and spread illumination deep into interior spaces. Whitewashed walls, polished wooden floors, and reflective surfaces multiply the effect, bouncing light into corners that would otherwise remain dim. Light wells and carefully designed openings can direct sunlight as far as 40 feet into a building, eliminating the need for electric bulbs in kitchens, barns, and workshops. This natural approach not only reduces energy use, but also enhances the living environment, creating interiors that shift gracefully with the passing sun. In winter, windows are positioned to capture low-angle sunlight for warmth and brightness. In summer, eaves and angles provide shade to prevent overheating. Amish builders treat light as a building material, shaping it with the same care as wood or stone. The result is homes that feel alive with daylight, functioning seamlessly with the natural rhythms of the sun. Amish corner bracing methods. Structural stability often comes down to how walls resist lateral forces like wind and shifting soil. Amish builders achieve this with diagonal knee braces, hand-cut timbers that lock wall frames into rigid triangles. These braces are not mere supports, but integral to the design, turning vulnerable rectangles into strong, immovable forms. Because triangles cannot change shape without altering the length of their sides, they provide unmatched resistance to racking forces. Amish corner posts are also reinforced with interlocking notches, ensuring joints remain tight while still accommodating the natural expansion and contraction of wood. In storm-prone areas, diagonal members are positioned to channel lateral forces directly into the stone foundation, dissipating energy rather than resisting it head-on. Over time, these braces only strengthen as wood hardens and joints settle tighter. The principle is simple geometry, but its effect is profound. Barns and homes that stand solid against winds that might topple less considered designs. For the Amish, a knee brace is more than a diagonal beam. It is a guarantee of resilience. Amish bark roofing technique. Roofs are a building's first shield against the elements, and the Amish sometimes use a resource most would overlook: tree bark. Harvested from birch or cedar during specific seasons when sap flow allows clean removal, bark is layered into overlapping sheets that expand and contract with weather changes without cracking. To extend its life, Amish builders treat the bark with pine pitch and wood ash, creating natural preservatives that resist water and pests. When installed with precision, bark roofs can last 40 years or more, all without synthetic shingles or chemical coatings. This method, rare today, reflects an intimacy with natural cycles, knowing exactly when trees will yield bark that remains flexible and durable. Each piece is laid to shed water efficiently, with overlaps designed to adapt to storms and seasonal extremes. More than just roofing, bark layers embody the Amish philosophy of resourcefulness, turning a byproduct of timber harvest into a shield as enduring as modern shingles, but entirely natural. Amish drainage solutions. Water is a building's greatest enemy, yet the Amish have centuries of experience keeping it at bay. Their preferred solution is the French drain, built entirely from stone and gravel, designed to last 50 years or more without maintenance. These drains guide water away from foundations and structures by working with natural slopes rather than fighting against them. Amish builders also grade the land subtly during site preparation, creating gentle slopes that direct runoff away from barns and homes. Because they use local stone, the drains integrate naturally into the soil, filtering water without clogging. Unlike modern plastic drainage pipes that collapse or clog within years, Amish drains remain functional across freeze-thaw cycles and seasonal flooding. It's an approach rooted in observation, knowing how water moves across a property, predicting seasonal flow patterns, and then shaping the land to accommodate them. The result is buildings that remain dry and stable, safeguarded by drainage systems that continue to work long after their builders are gone. And that completes our journey through all 30 Amish building tricks that continue to defy modern methods. From the way they raise barns in a single day, to their ingenious use of wood, stone, and natural design, the Amish have shown us that durability and wisdom don't come from technology alone. They come from tradition, discipline, and a respect for nature's rules. Together, these 30 techniques prove why their structures stand for centuries, while many modern builds struggle to last a few decades. If you enjoyed this series, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to see how real craftsmanship is done. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the future of building lies in the past.